little ground. And we found this wine press. And this is where we found early Roman period pottery shards. We can be very, very confident that this was in use in Jesus' time to have something like that broken here. Someone broke a pot. Thank God they did. So, the vat here, for us anyway, very useful. This vat here and this vat here are all as they were. We didn't do anything here. These are reconstructed with some of the stones and materials that we found. This is all as it was. The grapes would have been planted right close by. Everything they did in that time, they wanted to conserve labor. It was a very, very marginal existence. And you would plant things right where they would be used. So the grapes almost certainly would have been planted right there. Here, they would have brought the harvest down in June, the grape harvest season, laid it out all over this vat, and then they would have taken off their sandals before treading on them. Anyone know why they would take off their sandals?
Dirty. Well, they were dirtier than their feet.
That's a good guess. They were dirtier than their feet. It has something to do with the flavor. They took off their sandals because a hard sandal and the hard stone would be enough to break the seeds in the grapes. And if you had grapes with big seeds, it's a bad, bitter taste. You don't want the taste of those seeds getting in your juice. Your foot is soft, so crush the grapes, but it won't break the seeds. The juice, as you break them, runs down. They scoop it up out of that hole, filter it through vats. Filter it through linens, through a cloth, into jars. And they fermented it for 40 days, and then put it, because it was still fermenting, into new wineskins. I say that because a new skin is flexible. Freshly taken from an animal can expand. It has give. An old skin would be rigid. So you wouldn't want to put new wine that's still fermenting. Gases are still being released into an old wineskin, because then it might just break and go all over. So new wineskins. Because we're 5 minutes from where Jesus lived, over that way, and because it was tons of work to carve things out of stone, as I already said, and there aren't a lot of wine presses around, and because this was a community gathering where everyone came together to tread on the grapes, it's highly likely Jesus came here as a kid. Jesus, of course, was born in Bethlehem and lived maybe 3 to 6 years as a refugee in Egypt before coming back here after King Herod died. So mostly he grew up here. And during that time, he probably would have been one of those kids over here treading grapes, which is a lovely image. In the book of Mark, Jesus talks in a parable about a man who buys a plot of land, digs a wine press, raises a watchtower, plants grapes, and we very much have the image from Jesus' parable. The exceptions, the Nazareth Hospital, the Nazareth Nursing School, these are much more recent. The hospital comes from 1861, as I mentioned. It was the only hospital between Jerusalem and Beirut at that time. It remains a service in a very underserved area here in the Arab-Israeli north. The nursing school is the only nursing school that is Christian, I believe, in the country. I believe it's also the only one that primarily serves an Arab population. And the nursing school is the second ranked in the country last year, founded in 1924. Hospital, nursing school, Nazareth Village, and Serve Nazareth, a volunteer program, are the 4 parts of the Nazareth Trust. We're a Christian organization seeking to serve, minister, and bless in this area. Israel, maybe a little bit of a base in Scotland, but mainly based here. Serve Nazareth is a volunteer program. People can come for a week, a month, a year. My wife and I each came separately with our families and our teens for a week here, and now we're back for a year now. We're having a wonderful time, and if you ever want to come volunteer here on your own or with your family, look it up online, Serve Nazareth, or ask at the office when you get back. People help out in the hospital or in the village, in the community with English classes and all kinds of things. You're welcome to take a quick picture here. I don't know if you